I think the LA Times article was a huge deal. It's one of the biggest newspapers in all of U.S. Probably top five biggest in the whole country. And uh, yeah, I've gotten feedback about it. Good, bad, and people were just really glad that I was honest about it. And they're like, it's creating rivalries and things like that, which internally, us as pros, we know how we feel towards each other, and a lot of people don't get to see that. But the question that was asked was, who are my main competition? And I basically said the top three players in the world are myself, Ricky, and Will. And he asked, well, would you like to say anything about these players? And you know, I just my just how Will and I are is like like Will and I don't really get along, so I don't really have anything to say about him, you know. And that kind of he had his pen and paper, and that's what he wrote down and asked, "Can I say that?" And it's like it's up to you, if you want to put that in there, if you think it fits in the article, sure.
I don't care too much, really. I mean, I've grown up. When I was 17 or 18, I was the number one player in the world, and I traveled around with three other guys. And I've honestly have had stuff said about me, and it's just one of those things. You just kind of deal with it and go on. Not really too worried about it.
And what I said about Rick was, Rick's a great player. He's one of those players that's going to win by 5 or 10 strokes. Or if I feel like if I can keep it close with him, then I feel like I have a chance to win. And like I said, he had his pen and paper and put it how he wanted. And I'm not going to deny that I didn't say that. Because that's obviously what I said, close to that.
That's definitely motivation, but I don't, I try to stay away from the drama and that stuff. But it's definitely motivation. I didn't read the whole article, but it's definitely I don't know. I think it's good for the sport. I really I'm not going to let it bring me down. But that's all I can say is it's good for the sport. And yeah, it's definitely motivating me. And that's not the only motivation I had this year is that article. But I mean, obviously, it's there, and it's obviously I can't say that I love the article or hate it, but it's his feeling. So I can't really knock him for it. That's the way he feels, and he has the right to feel that way because he's the past previous years he has obviously had a great performance. But as I'm putting all that aside for this year, and I'm really focused this year, and I'm really I'm feeling great and feeling the best I've felt in years.